alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No, 0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you again. I don't ever want to hear your voice, you. Please, God bless you, but please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Please stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. I don't. Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I'm leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No, 0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you again. I don't ever want to hear your voice, you. Please, God bless you, but please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Please stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. I don't. Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live.
Look at what that says. Did he really just say, I don't care what you want? I'm going to talk to you anyway. So I hear the same thing. This is Cynthia Ortiz. It's the July 15, 2023. These are the Charles Perry Stalker podcast. And I left Lubbock in 2013. 10 years ago. To get away from Mr. Perry and the stalking. So it started in 2011. I'm telling my friends, this dude's pulling up behind my house in Facebook messages and showing up at restaurants that I didn't invite him. I mean, I didn't tell him where I was going. He just showed up or sent a staffer. Had the whole restaurant. I mean, we were with a group of people. She had the whole restaurant to sit in, although we believe her to be a traffic victim too. Catherine. So she would show up and then sit right next to us instead of one of the many empty other tables. So that got a little weird, and then Mr. Perry himself showed up. So stalkers will hack your phone or clone it. Mine is cloned, actually, which is worse. The evidence would then be on Mr. Perry's phone, not mine. And they can pretty much do anything you can do. I have turned my phone off. Okay, wait a minute. I gotta stop because Mr. Perry, he's a voyeur and he's a stalker, which all of this is criminal activity. Voyeur, cloned my phone, stalker, human trafficker. Been all sick and twisted for a good long time and just had everybody fooled until he did it to me. And there's a reason for that. Everything changed for him. Life as he knew it ended when he did the crime to me. And I'm naming his people. I'm going to name him now because he's got a police investigation on him and acts like he doesn't know what that means. Mr. Perry has, part of the police investigation revealed that he has Huntington's disease. It causes paranoia, hallucinations, delusion, psychosis, and impaired cognitive reasoning. He can't do cause and effect. Touch a hot stove, you get burned. Do the crime to me, you get caught. He can't do same and different. It's different when you do it to me than your other victims, but it's the same every time you do it. He can't do before and after. We get the information before, not after. He can't put that together in his head at all. Can't do it. Sometimes he has no fucking idea what you just said. You can tell by his reaction, he literally doesn't know. It's embarrassing. It's really embarrassing. So he has this problem. In addition to he's a sex weirdo. So he peeps. It's a very vulgar, offensive, nasty, disgusting rape. It's a form of rape. I've been physically raped. He voyeur rapes me. It's awful. It feels the same. It's a major violation. So is cloning your phone. So I've turned my phone off and get up in the morning. Like, I make sure it's off. Get up the next morning and it's on. So they can actually, while I'm asleep, they could send emails out from my email accounts. They could do it while I'm awake. They could do it while I'm doing my, texting my friend or an attorney or something. They could also be texting somebody else or emailing someone else. He deletes stuff. He'll type right over my typing. Sometimes I don't catch it. Sometimes I do catch it, and I'll change it. I'll delete what he typed. He'll type people's names in my phone while I'm trying to do homework or something or anything of people he thinks are leaking. And then is not embarrassed by all this shit he does. He's not one bit embarrassed. Everyone else says he's not. And we're like, please be embarrassed. Like, you should be embarrassed. I'm asking our shrink, why is he not embarrassed? And before we knew he had Huntington's disease, she knew he had something. And she said, I told you, I read his emails. You can tell he has no idea what they say. The emails to him. He doesn't know what they say. I'm seeing a man of about 60 years old respond in 3 to 5 sentences with 3 to 5 words, which we've not done since first grade. Sometimes they don't make sense. So you can tell that he is not understanding the email to him. There'll be these really professional, well-worded, articulate emails, intelligent emails. And his responses are like a kindergartner. And so he's got something. And the amount of times you have to repeat the same thing for him, and then he acts like he still doesn't know what you said, still doesn't get it. We'll be like, we caught you already on this. I'm going to do it anyway. Okay, but listen, we have already caught you. We caught you planning it. So did you want to give me another I told you so? When you do the crime to me, you'll get caught. Do you like getting caught? I mean, don't ask me about leaks. You don't care about leaks. I'm not told that anyway. And I've said that every day, literally for 5 years. Every day. He'll start typing names in my phone and I'm like, I'm not told who the leaks are, dum-dum. There's no reason for me to know that. I'm not even told what they get from wiretap orders or of some sort or leaks. I don't know. I don't care. You know what I'm really mad about right now? You're still hacking my phone and you think I want to help you? You got a lot of nerve. You got a fucking lot of nerve, you bitch. Don't you dare ask me questions like that. The man has literally destroyed my life. Made me broke. See, human traffickers seek to destroy the victim's life, finances, relationships, as support systems, so that they're easier to talk into trafficking. If you're fucking homeless and you got nothing left, then they come to, oh, I'll give you this nice house, but you have to suck dicks. That's what sex trafficking is. That's what human trafficking is. You have to come to my buddy's house. You can live there. You don't have to live on the streets. See, we made you homeless. We caused your problems. We took all your money. We have power. But do you really? When you contact me, though, when you do this stuff to me, though, Mr. Perry, we always find out before very specific, detailed things that you're trying to do, all of which is illegal. And you act like you have no idea what that means or what's about to happen to you. You don't know, do you? See, I don't like dealing with stupid people. I can't do stupid. And that's all you are to me. Some stupid little pathetic bitch. Too weak and too powerless to figure out how to get women to like you. So you beat us down. You got a mommy issue that you didn't have enough class and dignity to keep in your own family. You don't have power. Because power guys have a woman that wants them, that tries to have a date with them, that seeks them out, that texts them. And you don't have that. You're old. You're shriveled up. You're rejected. You're pathetic. You sit there with your little doll, like some princess girl, like a fucking little girl. And you bother and bother and bother, and you get told on and told. You're rejected and told on all by yourself with a doll, old and shriveled up. So a lot of people are looking at you going, I'm not going to do what he does and end up like him. Living the dream. How embarrassing. And you're so dumb you don't know that you should be embarrassed too. We're like, I'm telling the shrink, why is he not embarrassed? He embarrasses the fuck out of me. I wouldn't walk in a room with that bitch for millions. There's no way. There's no fucking way. He's beneath me. He's not good enough for me. He's a freak. He's a fucking weirdo. She said, I believe that Mr. Perry is severely mentally ill and severely mentally retarded. He can't understand what you're saying half the time. I'm looking at his emails. His responses are inappropriate for what's being said to him. Likewise, when you're talking to him, he's not responding appropriately, is he? He's not all there. He's off. There's something off with him. So I don't know if it's Alzheimer's. I don't know if it's senile dementia or both, or aphasia or something like that. I'm not his doctor. I haven't examined him. But I can tell you he's got some disease that is causing severe mental illness and severe mental retardation. He can't fucking understand a word you say half the time. So you're going to see responses that don't match up to a man 60 years old, who no, you're not a man, you're a little girl. He just typed in my phone, I'm a man. No, you're not. You're a princess. You need to stop acting like a girl and move on. We all get rejected. We all moved on. We all move on. You're fucking rejected, and you're fucking told on, and you're fucking pathetic, and you fucking embarrass me. Period. I've said that every day for a decade. Not a day, not a week, not a decade. You have no power. You're impotent. You're stupid. And you're weak. And nobody wants you. You're not getting help. We are. Everybody's sick of you. You weren't invited here. Now, if you have power, then go find a woman who likes you. Who wants you. Or shut up about having power. You have nothing like that. You're impotent, you're weak, and you're stupid. And I can't stand stupid. I can't do it. Alright? You want to bully me all fucking day? And you think that makes you tough to bully a woman? No, it doesn't. You're a fucking little girl. You need to take your skirt off and act like a man. Put your little doll down and go fucking work and be with your family. You go home to your family. And you stay the fuck away from me and mine. And I'm not kidding you. We quoted you guys all fucking week. We're getting the help, dum-dum, not you. Everybody's sick of you. You were never invited here. I never introduced you to my family. I would have never taken you around my family. I told you, leave me alone. I said, leave me the fuck alone. You don't have the right to invade my privacy by hacking my phone or cloning it. You don't have the right to tweet from it or whatever it is the fuck you do. You don't have the right to invade my privacy. You don't have the right to butt into shit that's none of your business. You don't have the right to rape me. You don't have the right to take my money and interfere and traffic me. I said no, didn't I? I'm not 20. I'm not 20. I've been a part of a team catching your crime like never before in your life. And you're so stupid, you act like you don't know what it means that we have your people's names, your code words. You brought heat on you. You brought that on your whole organization when you decided to go with me. And you fucktard act like you don't know what that means. That we have so much. Blankenship, Desiree, Bald Fat Calvin, Sonjay, your hacker, Geppetto, you're a witch, Beverly, Lucius, should I name more? Bruce, Betancourt, Oscar, Lawrence, Andrew, Jeremy, Dickie, Richard. Those are your people's names, aren't they? Who's Al? Is Al and Blankenship the same guy or not? You wanted my ringtone, right? You wanted my shoe print, right? You wanted me back on the pole. Desperate to get me back on the pole. Right? My car every fucking day. Please take your car. Didn't you call me? Constantly like a fucking whiny, snivelly, pissing yourself in the corner little bitch. Remember who it is you're talking to when you threaten me. Sir. I said, leave me the fuck alone. In March 2020, they told you her privacy is not to be invaded anymore, you sick rapist. You don't hack her. You don't invade her privacy. You don't peep. Comply with the law. You don't contact her or her family. Not in any form at all. Not directly, not indirectly. Leave them alone. All of them. And she's not to be broke. You don't take her money. You take, we take. You bought us a shit ton of intel. Fuck ton. All of that, the intent is to put you in jail. So you can't do that crap to me anymore, ever again. No, you will not hurt another person ever again. That's all you do all day is ruin people. You're a sex weirdo, a sadist. You're a sex sadist. You get off on ruining people's lives. Does that make you somehow feel power? Nah, you're weak. You're impotent. You're pathetic. You're not liked. You're not liked. You're not wanted. You're not loved. You're by yourself. And you're told on. And why the fuck aren't you embarrassed? Because everybody else is. Everybody the fuck is embarrassed by you. You don't have power, Mr. Perry. You sit there every day, all by yourself, all old, all shriveled up, all pathetic with your little doll, and cause major loss to other people. And when you get caught, when you do it to me, you're causing major loss to other people, but when you do it to me, you get caught. Do you just like getting caught? You brought heat on your whole thing. On your whole organization, which I don't care. Who's Muffin Man? Was the governor mad that I'm not in jail right now? Did we hear somebody say that? When you do the crime to me, you get caught. When you do the crime to me, you get caught. And nothing more. And it has been 10 years of that. Don't you think he's about ready to put you in jail and wrap this up? And get you off my back? Alright, now, don't contact me anymore, because I fucking hate it. You slimy piece of shit. I can't even go to work without it's a thing. Everything's an ordeal, everything's a big deal thing. And I'm always broke. And guess what? Everybody's really tired of that, Charles, so we can get information and you cannot. The little stunt you pulled with my school got us a fuck ton of intel. Normal people cannot understand what in the fuck is wrong with someone that does that. Can't do it. We can't, our minds don't go to that place. Governor, does your mind go to that place where you would be supportive of people ruining a woman's life? And I'm not the only victim. You have no idea. You guys make that phone call one more time. I dare you. And tell the governor, she hasn't left yet. I came here to be with my family and get away from Mr. Perry and have no dealings with any of you. I don't even know half of you. I don't know any of you. I didn't pick the fight. You did. You're the villain. So call the governor and tell him, what side are you on? Beating down women? Or putting a stop to that kind of shit? What side is he on? Did you call him? Was he mad? That's what we heard. Why would he be mad? I've not done anything to him. I don't even vote. I've not done a fucking thing to him. So what's it to him? If he's not corrupt and in this thing with you, what is it to him where I live? I don't know the guy. What does he care? You're for this?
Here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I'm
No. Just
leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No,
and leave me alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you again.
What
I don't ever
happens-
want to hear your voice, Seal. Please,
what
God
happened-
bless you, but
what
please leave
happened
me
was
alone. Please leave me alone. Please stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. I don't. Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I'm here.
Just come. That's okay.
Governor, this is the 21st century. Misogyny's out. Okay? Misogyny, slavery ended at the Civil War. Gender discrimination, out, sir. Get off Noah's Ark, dude. Because the thing that's in now is Me Too movement. And equality. And go fucking be normal. And don't bother people. Like this guy.
I don't care.
Leave me alone.
All you want.
I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone.
Hey men, leave women the fuck alone. When they're in public, when they're doing anything, you don't have the right to their attention. You don't have the right to step into their personal space. You don't have the right to them. Especially if they're making it very clear they don't want to be talked to. But even when they're not, unless a woman is giving you enthusiastic and continuous body language and signs that she wants to talk to your ugly dumbass, then leave her the fuck alone. Find a date a different way. Okay? It's not clever. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage behavior. And you're a garbage person if you do it. I don't care if it's in public. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't have the right to her, and you need to leave her alone. and this is bacon.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave me alone.
Stepdad's been raping you.
Leave me alone. Please.
Just talk to me for 2 minutes.
First, let me say that I'm happy that the lady in this video is okay. Second, let me break down what rape culture is. Rape culture is the fact that that man felt that he was entitled to some of this woman's time just because he said, let me talk to you for 2 minutes. Doesn't matter if it's 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes. If she said no, no means no. Rape culture is the comments that she has on her video about how she should have just spoke to him or dressed differently. Rape culture is me taking the heat for calling out other men for their terrible behavior. Rape culture is trying to explain stuff as, oh, it's just locker room talk. No, it's not locker room talk. You should talk the same way wherever you are. We all know that rape is not about sex, it's about power. So for you to force yourself on somebody, even if you're just talking to them, is disgusting, dude.
Stepdad's been raping you.
Leave me alone. Please.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave me alone.
All you want.
I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone.
Stepdad's been raping you.
Leave me alone. Please.
Just talk to me for 2 minutes and I'll leave you alone.
Oh, God. It's too damn early for this shit. Leave me alone.
How do you dress like this? What are you a prostitute? I'm serious.
Sir, please leave.
Okay, everybody's very concerned that I have nothing to eat, Charles. Not that you're not going to have your millions from trafficking me. And you went around and told everybody, I stand to lose millions if I can't get her delivered to the Houston realtor that bought her. I took half his money up front. Now I got to deliver her so I can get the other half and give some to everybody I promised it to. That's your problem. Everybody else, we're getting the information, not you. We get it before you do it, not after. We're getting the help. You are not. You are rejected and told on. You need to write that down. I'm sick of repeating myself. Get yourself a nurse. I say it one motherfucking time. I said no. I said leave me alone. You give me the heebie-jeebies. You give me the creepy crawlies. The answer is no. Your continued pressure is pissing off of people with a lot of power. They told you to make sure I'm not broke, not starve her into it. Didn't they? We quote you every day. We have for 9 years. This has not been once or twice. This has not been for a day or a week or a month or a year. Every fucking day for a decade, they know everything you do. Because you fucked with me. You get caught when you do it to me. One time is enough. If you're in a bar pestering a woman, they will kick your ass out. They'll get the bouncer and you're out. You don't put up with that shit. You don't act like that. You act with dignity. You act with some class. You can't be a dignitary if you have no dignity and you're just pathetic. You need to control yourself. So I just named his people. And, he's telling her, she's saying, leave me alone 6 fucking times. And he's commenting on her clothes. Didn't ask you what you think of her clothes. Did we? Did she? Anybody ask you? No. All these guys are the same. Butt in. Nosey Body. Doesn't concern you. Just fucking doesn't concern you. My school doesn't concern you. It's none of your fucking business, is it? Right. Okay. We've all had it with you. We've all had it with you. I could not even go to work without you harassing me. At work. Wherever it is. Nobody invited you to Oklahoma. You have no... Your family's not here? Charles? He's typing in my other phone. I'm not going to say what he said. Charles, do not contact me. Get out of my phone. I don't want to hear it. I did not invite you to Oklahoma. Where's your... What lie do you tell Jacqueline and Matthew and Jordan when you're up here all the time? Why are you here? Why are you here? I came here to get away from you and be with my family. Stalking is a fucking felony. It's federal for you. It's federal. We quote you. You're not quoting us. We're naming your people. You're not naming ours. You're pissing people off who have a lot of power. Governor. Look at this guy.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave. I don't. This make you.
Okay, how does this make you feel to have a camera in your fucking face, stalker? And his response is, you want me to go get the pictures of you? You want me to get the pictures of you? Oh my god, wow. Totally missed the point, didn't he? Stupid. And then he threatens him. I get it, the same thing. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna take your car. I'm gonna take your money. I'm gonna get you. Oh, wow. You know what? We just took what you just said in your last meeting. We just got that. So I'm not sure you're actually gonna take shit. You take, we take. Okay? That's how that works. You take my privacy, they take your privacy. They have a court order, though. You just have a weirdo problem. And a whole lot of crime you can't cover up anymore. And a whole lot of embarrassment you don't even know you should have. You know.
You feel? You're filming my father and my fucking sister. How does this make you
Is that
feel?
the one that put all those scratches on your arm? You want to see the
Scratches?
pictures? You want?
I got
I
scratches.
can show you the pictures right now.
No, I want you to leave my family fucking alone.
Keep hanging outside of there.
Monkey, hit the road. Dude, I promise you, you're gonna get yours and you're
I
gonna
don't give a fuck. You can bring whoever the fuck you want.
That's okay. You're
You
gonna
can bring
Is
the
that
whole
a
fucking
threat?
army. I don't give a fuck.
This make you feel? You're filming my father and my fucking sister. How does this make you
Is that the
feel?
one that put all those scratches on your arm? You want to see the
Scratches?
pictures? You want?
I got
I
scratches.
can show you the pictures right now.
No, I want you to leave my family fucking alone.
Keep hanging outside of there.
Monkey, hit the road. Dude, I promise you, you're gonna get yours and you're
I
gonna
don't give
get
a
it
fuck.
good.
You can bring whoever the fuck you want.
That's okay. You're
You
gonna
can
find
bring
Is that
the
a
whole fucking
threat?
army.
You're gonna
I don't give a
find
fuck.
out.
This make you feel? You're filming my father and my fucking sister. Don't stop.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave
You
me
can
alone.
all you want.
I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone.
Hey men, leave women the fuck alone. When they're in public, when they're doing anything, you don't have the right to their attention. You don't have the right to step into their personal space. You don't have the right to them. Especially if they're making it very clear they don't want to be talked to. But even when they're not, unless a woman is giving you enthusiastic and continuous body language and signs that she wants to talk to your ugly dumbass, then leave her the fuck alone. Find a date a different way. Okay? It's not clever. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage behavior. And you're a garbage person if you do it. I don't care if it's in public. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't have the right to her. And you need to leave her alone. And this is Bacon.
That's okay.
All right, Governor, get up with the times. We don't act like that now. I don't know what the hell, your upbringing was, but we don't act like that. Okay, I don't go out with men who peep. I don't. You got a sicko problem. You can't control it. It's disgusting. Every time you contact me, it gives me the heebie-jeebies. So I asked you not to do that. I don't want to hear from you. I don't give a fuck what you think. I didn't ask you, did I? I asked you not to contact me ever again. I've asked you every day for a decade. You're a fucking turnoff. You're a fucking weirdo turnoff. You embarrass the hell out of me. And it pisses me off you're not embarrassed by the way you act and the weirdo shit you do. There's no way in hell in my entire life I would go out with a peeping Tom. There's no way. And the thing is, Mr. Perry, is you could go to Vegas and get an escort or go to one of those strip clubs that has peep shows and it's legal and not bother anybody and nobody'd hear a word about it. But you're such a broke ass, you can't even afford it, can ya? So you just do this freeloading, shoplifting bullshit. Where you just put women's, cameras in a woman's house without her consent, without her permission, and broadcast on the dark web, the witness said, and rake it in, and starve us, and then go rub one out because you're a sex sadist. Right? Yeah, and not one bit embarrassed by all that, surprisingly. So our shrink is like, when we found out on police surveillance that you have Huntington's disease, it causes hallucination, delusion, psychosis. You're a certified nutbag, diagnosed, certified wacky Jackie. Crazies don't know they're crazy. We all do. We all are sick of it. You weren't invited to Oklahoma. I came here to get away from you. Stupid people don't know they're stupid. But you get caught every day and you go right back at it like you like getting caught. You have to. For 10 years, every time you do a crime to me, you get caught. You have to like it. You have to like getting caught. Because nobody does the same thing for 10 years if they don't like the results they're getting. Nobody. I wouldn't go out with a peeping Tom. I wouldn't go out with somebody who would cross boundaries like you have in such an egregious, nasty, vulgar, obscene, inappropriate manner. Sir, there's no way. There's no fucking... You're not good enough for me. And I'm not going to be trafficked. What is this thing where you go around telling people we're in a romance? He'll type in my phone, we're a couple. No, you're a hacker. You're a fucking rejected criminal. And that's the best you can do. You're all by yourself. You don't have women trying to get with you. If you had power and you were normal, you might. But you're not that. You don't have either one. You embarrass the fuck out of women are turned off by the shit you do. If you liked women, you would do what women like. I've said repeatedly, I won't go out with a cop killer. I won't go out with a child pornographer. I'm not going to go out with a human trafficker. I'm not going to be part of your crime. Nobody's caught your crime like I have. No one. So that ought to tell you something about my goals and my DNA and everything that's important to me, and all of my morals and ethics and values and mission in life is to kick your ass. It is certainly not a date. You see things in my home that you should not see, and in your delusion and in your hallucination, you make something of it in your head that's not real. And we're all tired of it. We're all very, very tired of your little make-believe world. Where's Jacqueline, Jordan, and Matthew when you're in a state where you don't live, don't legislate, and don't have a legitimate business? Why are you here? Mr. Perry, I came to get away from you, reject. I came to Oklahoma. I moved twice to get away from you, you fucking pathetic reject. You're a turnoff. I don't go out with men that peep. You're a fucking turnoff. I don't date men that have a peep and Tom problem. You're a fucking turnoff. It's illegal for a reason. Stupid. You ought to know that at your age. It's illegal to traffic women. Dumb. It's a life sentence, actually. It's a very serious crime. Billions of dollars are being spent to fight it. The UN has condemned it. You put up that shit in your country, you may not be in the UN. I don't know exactly what all the rules are, but that's what we hear. That's what we hear. Look it up on their website. You violate human rights violations, you may not get to be in the UN. So, no normal person tolerates that crap, especially not in a civilized society. If you can't be normal, I'm not going to like you. And I for sure do not ever go out with some broke-ass little bitch who thinks canned food is what you give women. No, everybody that I've dated spent some money on me first, or they don't get a date. They don't get a romance. So, your little, I'm going to take your steak and here's your canned food. That's why you're by yourself. One reason. And you got a weirdo problem. I can't stand it. You fucking repulse me. So, there's no chance. I moved twice to get away from you. And where I live is none of your fucking business, Connie. It doesn't concern you. Where I live, I'm going to say this because Mr. Perry, harasses me. How long are you going to stay here? When are you going to leave Oklahoma? None of your concern, Nosey Body. It doesn't concern you. You're not to be a part of my life. I do not want you in my life. You're rejected every fucking day. Now stop acting like a girl and be a man about it and go home to your family. Where I live, what I drive, where I work is none of your business. It's not your concern, whack job. Stop embarrassing me. Stop embarrassing me. Stop embarrassing me. Stop embarrassing me. So he acts like this guy.
That's okay. I don't.
Leave me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I moved. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I moved. Leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No,
and I'll leave you alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you again. I don't ever want to hear your voice, see you. Please, God bless you, but please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop.
Stop embarrassing me. Stop contacting me. Stop following me. Stop raping me. Stop raping me. Stop raping me. Stop embarrassing me. Stop bothering me. Control yourself. Go be normal and go to your family and leave everybody the fuck alone. Leave everybody else and everything else the fuck alone. You're not entitled, princess. Take your dress off. Stop acting like a princess little girl and go work and go be normal and go be with your family. And stop embarrassing me. Stop embarrassing me. Where I live is none of your business. Where I live doesn't concern you. Don't you fucking ask me again. Why are you in Oklahoma? When are you going to leave? How long are you going to be here? It doesn't concern you. It doesn't concern you. Stop embarrassing me. You're a fucking reject. Move on. We all get rejected. We all move on. You're pathetic and you can't keep up. Stop embarrassing me. Where is Jacqueline, your wife, Jordan, your son, and Jordan, your daughter, and Matthew, your son, when you're in a state where you were not invited and have no business being? What betrayal to them? What betrayal to your family that you're up here all the time causing one major loss after another profound loss after another catastrophic loss and pissing off people with a lot of power? What was so important, Dad? You had to embarrass us with that. Oh my God. So, when Mr. Perry contacts me, when he invades my privacy, my guys invade yours. They got a court order. You just have a strange old problem that you have no power over. You take, they take. You take my money, we take what you guys just said. They got a court order for that. Or you got a leak. So, today, we've talked about this repeatedly. This is not a new thing. It's funny because everybody, my guys are laughing at it's like the Alzheimer's with these people. It's unbelievable. We'll talk about something because we caught him on it, and then they'll do it again, and we'll catch him again, and they all run around shocked and dismayed. She found out. Oh my God, how'd she know? But this is something we've already talked about, dum-dum, more than once. That my phone's cloned. That's illegal access to an electronic device. It is a criminal act. Okay, when you do the crime to me, you get caught. There's never been a date. There's never going to be a date. You're a fucking rejected fail. You make my skin crawl. You give me the heebie-jeebies. And I said no. I've said no every day for 10 years. 10 years. You gotta hear people talk about that. He's in Oklahoma. This one guy was we're in an office of the FBI. I'm not going to say which office because your crime's like all over the fucking place. But he said, here's the thing about this guy, is that he's like John Hinckley. Really dangerous, really scary. Because what we see, it's abnormal for a man and a woman to be together and they break up and one of them can't let go and move on. That's not normal. That's very abnormal. Because everybody is able to move on. They might cry. They might be sad for a little while. Because there's a little grieving process that goes on when you break up a significant relationship. Even if you're the one that wants to break up. You still have it. Your life as you knew it ended. Because your life was with this person. Now that's over. So there's still, even if you're the one that wants the end, it's still a little bit of a grieving process. That's all normal. But then you move on. And you go find somebody else. So, it's a little bit tolerable with people who actually had a relationship. But when there's these guys that there was never a date, there was never sex, there was never nothing like that, they just fixate on someone, and watch him on TV and all that crap and fantasize and daydream and pretend, then it gets to be very scary. Then it gets to be very dangerous. Those kind have me concerned. So I think the guy was asking one of our guys, are you sure you want to let this continue? And she can continue to be like the bait? Because these guys that haven't ever actually had sex with these women and there's never been a date or anything like that, and she's now moved twice and he's going where she is all the time, those kind of really wacky. I mean, their minds are really, really deranged and depraved. And we had a John Hinckley that tried to kill the president. So make that she's safe, because somebody like that, I don't know. I think somebody like that, could go postal or something. They're really, really wacky. You gotta really, really be careful with those kind. So that's the discussion about you, Charles. I don't want anything to do with you. Nothing. I fucking hate drama, and you are all drama. I don't like problems, and you guys are all about making problems. And this thing that you do, where I'm going to take all your money and then tell your family, oh, it's just a bad economy and she won't let me help, is bullshit. I hope my family knows that you're full of crap. Just completely full of crap. That's a bold-faced bullshit lie. It is, you're taking my money. Actually, so today, and my guys heard this. My guys got the whole conversation. I go, did you guys hear that? And they go, we got the whole conversation here. So I'm standing in line waiting for pick up in the DoorDash order, and the guy next to me, he's like, you having a good night? And I go, yeah, it's been pretty good. And he goes, I've been DoorDashing about 2 months. I do pretty well. And he goes, today I'm at about $270. Yeah. Remember, we have a forensic accountant too that keeps track of how much money you're taking from hacking my DoorDash app and then using it to get your people to order. We're going to take your steak and here's your canned food because you're fucking broke ass. Yeah, I don't do that. I don't date guys unless they make sure I never miss a meal. And y'all are all about starving me till I coerce into your trafficking weirdo land, which I'm not going to do. I lived 6 months in my car, no home. First time in my life. And barely ate. I ate every couple of days. And I took a shower every couple of days. Never had to live like that in my life. So our guys are going to charge you, Mr. Perry, when they charge you, deprivation of food and shelter with intent to coerce. It's a coercion charge, but that's the act. Interference with commerce with intent to coerce. Interference with contracts with intent to coerce. Grand larceny with intent to coerce. What I would have made once that adds up to $1,000, you're fucked. Per count. How many counts will there be? Because when a woman says no, and you continue to try to do illegal things to force her against her will into something she don't want to do, or just say something she don't want to say, then that's coercion and witness tampering, and you're going to jail, and I can't wait. I get my privacy back, nobody around to make a problem every fucking day, and I won't be broke ever again. So our shrink is like, okay, she said about 100 times, I don't date men unless they make sure I don't miss a meal. And he's going around telling everybody, I'm going to starve her till she lies. I'm going to starve her till she goes to this Houston realtor bitch who can't get a date the normal way either. Just as bad as you. Did you guys form a weirdo club? Did you guys like meet in some sort of weirdo online chat room or something? She says, so he's not after the date, he's after the lie. I'm going to starve her till he lies. He never shuts up about it. He's after the lie, not the date. She said, I don't date a man unless he makes sure I don't miss a meal. I've dated a lot of men, Mr. Perry. I'm not 20, I'm 50. A lot of men. And they took good care of me. I never missed a meal. I always had a really nice place to live. Always very well always very well taken care of. Daryl, I meet Daryl when Mr. Perry's starting the process of ruining and destroying my life. So Charles had shit all over my life, and I had a lot of financial problems. And Daryl comes in and pays your debt for you, Mr. Perry. He got the date with me. Many of them. I was with Daryl probably 4 days out of the 4 days a week. My best friend, when he died, I thought I was going to die too. It hurt me that bad. I literally thought the pain of Daryl dying was going to kill me. I cried nonstop, and I don't cry. People that know me know I just don't cry. Not very often. I mean, I lose my home, I lose my car, I lose everything I have. I didn't cry. I didn't shed a tear. But when he died, I could not stop crying. My son, at this time, is about 10, comes into me one day and he goes, Mom, listen, I understand that you're hurt because your friend died. I get it. But I fucking need you to stop crying and just be my mom for a minute. Like, you've been crying nonstop for like weeks now. I really need you to stop. So I had to make myself stop, and if he wasn't around, I cried. It took a long time for me to heal from that. And so here's Charles crapping up my career, crapping up my business, crapping up my finances, crapping up my life, because he's a sex sadist. He's a weirdo. Who sits around and wants to ruin somebody else's life? You got something wrong with you if that's all you have to do all day is sit around and ruin somebody else's life. And when you do it to me, you guys started getting caught. And all of you act like you don't even know what that means. What does it mean that we have all this? What does it mean that I have your names? I've never met you that I know of. I've never met Beverly that I know of, or Renee. I don't know these people. I don't know Calvin. I've never met him that I know of. Or Lucius. And yet they know me. They're butting into my business. Beverly's worried about what shoes I'm wearing. I'm like, how do you even know what shoes I have? I don't know you, Beverly. Do you know how creepy that is? How many men sit down and try to figure out how to make me fail? Who the hell? What is wrong with somebody that does that? So our shrink is like, he's not into women, he's into deviant men. I go by what I see. I don't care what people say. I'm looking at what you do. And I see a man who has a seething hatred towards women because of his mommy. And he's wanting to destroy them. And what he does attract is deviant men. He's got a whole club of them that work with him. Deviant fucks as they get. Strange-o as they get. And very criminal. And very depraved, very demented, very deranged people. So, and not your kind. Not your crowd. Not even kinda. Not even a little bit. So, you don't fit in with my crowd, I know that. I can't imagine I would fit in with yours. So, if you get anywhere near me, I've told you this before. I'm not going to wait to see if you have a syringe. I heard the recording with your hitman. You always forget who you're talking to. And, or a chloroform rag. First, I'll scream at you to stay away from me, and if you continue to come near me, I'll beat the shit out of you. And you're already broccoli brain. You're already there. You don't even know that all the stuff you do should embarrass you. It's very abnormal. So, they hacked my Dasher app and have their people call in who have doorbell cameras. They've had witnesses call in. Is this the person you saw at this murder scene? We're trying to frame Cindy. No, the one I saw was a lot bigger than Cindy. And something about the hair is different, too. The other woman's hair is, not... Mine's, I guess, thicker, and hers is a little more ratty or something. I don't know. It's blonder. Mine is more white. It's blonde. Everybody's hair we're both blondes, but hers is more yellow blonde. Mine is more white blonde. My hair is real thick, and I guess hers isn't. And I also have some very distinct features on my face that my guess is she doesn't. And distinct features, major distinct features. You can't miss it. I'm not going to say it because you have to, I'm not going to say it, but I have very, very distinct features on my face. I have a scar, and it's probably not a scar she has. When I was little, my sister and I were wrestling in the living room, and we had a brick fireplace, and I fell onto the fireplace, and the scar is there today, where I hit my face on the fireplace. I still have the scar to this day. So I have a scar on my face that my guess is she doesn't have. You know, remember you're talking to someone who's working with law enforcement, 40 police officers, 1 shrink, 1 forensic accountant, and me. And I can outsting up anybody in my sleep. Right? I think that today there was a discussion about how do we know what she knows how to do from her, and how do we know what these guys are helping her with. Because we've seen her change something in a split second when they want to do something to her, and all of a sudden she'll switch things up so they can't do it. It's self-preservation, is it not? I'm not suicidal. I'm not suicidal. I'm not going to be your slave. I'll beat you to a pulp, Charles. You get anywhere near me. And you thinking your bait is outrageous. I mean, you got a lot of... I mean, we're just like, wow, he thinks he's bait. Oh my God. He thinks he's bait. You've been the butt of many a joke over that. They hack my Dasher app and have their people call in with a doorbell camera and make sure there's a cop to pull me over in the middle of all that too. She's gonna come down 41st and Sheridan. We got our buddy to call in with his doorbell camera. So she's gonna go deliver the food, and then you're gonna get a picture on the doorbell camera. Then you get her on your dash cam, or pull her over. Right? How many times have we heard y'all say that? Lots and lots of times. So Mr. Perry's using taxpayer-funded resources for crime and personal gain, personal profit. Right? It's not the first time you do it. You do it a lot, don't you? And I don't know. Did the officer know that's what he's being used for? Did that policeman know that's what you wanted? That's what you were doing? I don't know. Anyways, so they also limit my income. Take my steak. Here's your canned food. Well, that's interesting. I don't do canned food. So let me tell you, there was this dude. We're pretty sure he worked for Charles Perry. You can always tell Charles Perry guys at the club because they're fucking broke. But this guy comes in and he's blabbing away at how much money he has, and I'm this international trade guy, blah, 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 and I got millions of dollars at my fingertips and blah, 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 blah. Hands me $2 after 30 minutes of that. I didn't get a word out of edgeways. I'm just listening to him ramble on about what a rich guy he is. I know a lot of rich people. They don't talk about what they have. They don't talk about it at all. How much money they have or anything. It's just not. It's very low class. So he's going on and on about all this money he has, blah blah blah, and I'm just like, oh brother, he doesn't have any, because if he did, he wouldn't sit here and talk about it. And then he hands me $2 and gets up and leaves. And we're all like, oh, that's one of Charles and Dave's guys, isn't it? His broke ass. Yeah. Guess what? If you go in a strip club, we don't want to hear that shit. We don't care. You know what we want? I want to buy a VIP. That's all we want to hear. Here's a tip. Here's $100 tip. That's what we want to hear. Your people go in and bullshit about being some sort of rich bitch, and we don't want to hear it. We don't care. Show us the money. Or get the fuck out. Literally, that's what we're thinking. Literally, that's what any stripper and any strip club is thinking. I don't want to hear how you're rich and smart and blah, blah, blah. No one cares. You came in here to spend money, let's spend it. Otherwise, get the fuck out. You're wasting my time. I'm going to go sit with that guy over there who actually has money. I'm going to go get a VIP with that one. You're wasting my fucking time. I don't appreciate it. David used to go in, Lady Godiva's, the big complaint in the back. Believe me, all the girls talk in the back. They all talk about the guys that come in. All of them. You talk about, and David was the creepy mustache guy. And he'll buy maybe a drink, the cheapest drink they have, like a $16 drink or something. And otherwise, he's a broke bitch. Stay away from him. He'll waste your time. So, I'm just saying. If you want to go in a strip club, spend some money. Don't go in there and talk about it. We're just like, oh my God, I got to sit here and fucking... So there has been a time or two where I would actually interrupt the person and go, "Did you want a lap dance or not?" And they, well, yeah, I guess so, or no. And thank you, I gotta go, dude. I can't. I'm done with this. I don't want to hear it. I really don't. This is my work. This is where I work. I come here to make money so that I can eat and shit and pay my bills and crap. I didn't come in here to socialize. So, I mean, I don't mind talking for a minute or two, and then buy something. I certainly don't want to sit here and hear how rich you are, and you don't. I'm not seeing money. Show me the money or get the fuck out. That's the strip club. That's the way it is. It's the way it watch Hustler with Jennifer Lopez. They took it off to a whole new thing, but they all went to jail too. So I mean, that's not what I'm talking about. But I mean, those girls are there to work. They're there to provide entertainment for you. And if you're gonna if you're gonna take up their 30 minutes or time or whatever, talking about what a rich guy you are, then you better produce the money, and otherwise, whatever. You just full of shit. Okay, so this right here is the DoorDash today. That there's more to the picture, as you can see. There's more to the text. We're gonna hold on to that. Although since Mr. Perry hacked me, he's already seen it. Right? Okay, so what I'm telling him, this one here was for sure his guy. And here's the picture of the doorbell camera. So we did say, I told you so. Didn't Judge Parker, tell you can't use her DoorDash? You're violating her privacy. And you can't use her DoorDash app to do your weird shit you're doing. I took pictures of you. I'm going to work. I have the right to a harassment-free workplace. Okay? I also have a right, Lucius, to a harassment-free school. We told you to fix that Tuesday. You didn't do it. You shouldn't have made the phone call to begin with. My privacy was violated like a motherfucker. We told you to fix it, didn't we? And you didn't. But that bought us a shit ton of intel, didn't it? You're buying us intel, dum-dum. Stupid Charles, you're buying us intel. He types in my phone just now. No, we didn't fix it. Wow. I'm going to take your car. I made you broke. Call me. Constantly. You're alone because you're butting into things that don't concern you and you're taking. We quote you every day. We take too. We're going to use that to put you in jail. Dum-dum. He thinks it's like a trophy to be a thief. I'm admitting to being a stalker. I'm admitting to committing a coercion crime and a witness tampering crime. I'm admitting to committing a hacking crime. And I'm bragging about it. And that's why you're rejected, alone, and told on. Stupid. I don't know. Imagine trying to talk to somebody like that in your phone. One day he's typing in my phone after we quoted something he just said. You're violating my civil rights. I'm like, you're telling me I violated your civil rights by typing it in my hacked phone? Wow. That's kind of stupid. I have to cuckoo bird, I don't have any patience for that crap. Okay, so I'm not told how they get the information, and I don't care. There's no reason for me to have that. When you guys get arrested and they go to court, then they'll tell you. So please stop asking me who the leaks are. I don't know. When you're gone, I won't have to deal with this shit anymore. You're a fucking imposition. And nothing more. You're a fucking burden. It's like cancer. Everybody wants gone. It's oozy, smelly cancer. Everybody fucking wants gone. So I'm actually asking Judge Parker. Are there proceedings in Judge Parker's court? What about Judge Egan? Either court, whichever one told you, stop hacking her and using her DoorDash app and taking pictures of her going to work. Completely law-abiding citizen, doing completely legal things. You're doing something illegal. and harassing her while she's trying to work. She has the right to work. She has the right to make money. You don't have the right to break the law. So you get a picture. See, I'm taking pictures of her. I'm not stalking her. See, I get pictures of her at her work in Oklahoma. Wow. We're like, oh my gosh. I want you to order them to stop contacting me and stop hacking me. Court order. Please court order it. Charles, stop contacting me. Stop contacting me. When you contact me, we always get more, and because I don't like it. I don't like you. I don't like anything you do. So, stop contacting me. Also, this is the same thing he did to me when I'm dancing. We're going to run all the paying customers off and send the guys in with the canned food. That's why you're by yourself. With a doll. Living the dream, watching TV, pretending. Like it's, like you're 3 fucking years old or something. Okay, so this guy came to my work. And I'm like, how do you know where I work? Are you a stalker? I'm your caretaker. I mean, this is bullshit. So this guy is talking to me on behalf of Mr. Perry, actually solicits prostitution, and they're worried about me taking my shoes off so I don't poke holes in the furniture. We're like, wow, see, I'm your caretaker. You're my caretaker, whack job. What the fuck is that? What the fuck does that even mean? I'm your caretaker. Okay, I'm like, he makes my skin crawl. Fuck off. And he's like, no, he'll give you $5,000 for one night. That's solicitation. Not taking my shoes off so I don't poke a hole in the furniture. That's what they wanted. We want to get her back on that pole. We gotta have her jerked off that pole. We gotta get her on prostitution. I can't get her on prostitution unless she goes on the pole. She can't waitress. I need it on the pole. Is that Calvin that says that? Nonsense. Sonjay, doesn't Sonjay head up? Sonjay does the DoorDash orders. From what I understand, is that he does those. He sets all that up and makes sure I only get their orders. That's Sonjay's job, right? Why don't you get Sonjay to testify for Judge Parker or Judge Egan or whichever judge it is that you went in and, we're victims. We're victims. She's talking about our crime. We're the victim. Yeah. You got everybody pissed off at you. We quote you. You're not quoting us. We have your code words. Should we go over the code words? Hansel and Gretel. See, they use the DoorDash app to Hansel and Gretel me to that man's house so that I get my picture taken on his doorbell camera, and then they can go running into court and say, see, we're not stalking her. We got pictures of her just working. Yeah. Okay, I'd like a court order ordering them to stop that. I'm making the motion here. I'm not invited in the courtroom, so I got to do it on the fucking Facebook. Because you guys take these days in, right? And complain you're victims of a crime. Because we told on you. And I'm angry about what you're doing to me. I'm the one that defines how you make me feel. And I'm the one that defines how I perceive you. No one else. And I have freedom of expression to do so. Okay? So First Amendment is asserted here. You don't have the right to hack me. You don't have the right to take my money and make me broke. And everybody's mad at you that you did that to me. Everybody's mad about the school money thing, and you're butting into my school. Lucius, fail her. They have the recording of you telling her, fail her. Now, we got a lot of intel out of that because you pissed our guys off. Yeah, what are they going to do to you, Lucius, and when are they going to do it? Little creepy Chucky. Okay, so we got this morning. This is their whole meeting. They met all day. We heard them all day. So this was their whole fucking meeting. She said, I'm guessing she is maybe Amanda. She was going to go clean the club before Cindy got there because they want to make sure Cindy kept it real clean. And they want to make sure that she doesn't get any credit. They want to make her feel like shit. So make sure it's clean. So she thinks they don't need her. Basically what he said. See? Everything's a facade with David and Charles. There was one this afternoon. She can't prove it. And whoever you were talking to said, and she doesn't have to. You do. First, you have to prove that what she's saying is a lie, and that she knew it was a lie. Well, how are you going to do that when she's getting information from someone else? And then you keep doing exactly what she says. You do it. She says it before, then you do it. You know you're caught, you do it anyway. And then she's like, I told you so. So you're the one that has that burden of proof on you. So if you want to allege that she's lying, first of all, prove it's a lie and prove she knew that was a lie. That's the standard for whatever complaint you made. I don't know if, there's... Mr. Perry is always trying to get a criminal case. I don't know. I'm supposed to be in jail today, I guess. For what? Not liking you? You're just so pathetic. No power. You can't move on and find some woman that likes you. So you just, you've been threatening. That blog has, going back to 2017, he's trying to do a second false arrest. You've tried 20 different angles of that. You got the murder frame up. You had the murder frame up when I first got back. You tried to say I killed Caitlin Arquette. Well, no. They actually know who killed. Her mom wrote 2 books about who killed her daughter. Who killed my daughter's the name of one of them. I met her mother after she wrote the book. I didn't know Caitlin. Didn't know her at all. We didn't run in the same circles. I think she was either a little older than me or a little younger than me, and she was involved with some people that were doing drugs or selling drugs or something, her boyfriend, and she's trying to break up, and they killed her. Her mom wrote 2 books about it. My name's not in it anywhere. I met her mom at a writers conference, Lois Duncan, and she set the book down in front of me, and that was the first I heard of it. So, you mean you've tried all kinds of... You wanted to take an article of clothing from the club because we're desperate to get me to the club this weekend. Right? That's why you fucked with my college. Give her an F and then she won't get her college loan money. We told you fix it. You didn't. So we got all this. That's what you bought us. You take, we take. We got a court order. Do you? You have a court order to call my school and tell my teacher to fail me? She did something no other professor's done. What I've had to deal with this human trafficking and Charles stalking me and all that stuff, it's very time consuming because he likes to make problems, and then I got to take all my time fixing it, just like this. Now I've had to be in touch with the school fixing this. It's taking up a lot of my time. So I'm not just gonna take an F because you think I should. I'm gonna fight until they get that back. That changes. That's my grade. So now you're taking up a lot of my time fixing a problem you made. And this is not that you do it every day. It's something every day. It's a computer jam up or a phone jam up or I don't have any money to pay a bill kind of jam up because Charles wouldn't let me make any money door dashing except for his 3 guys and their canned food. Yeah. And that's it. I walk in. I made $270 today. Yeah. There's a normal, and then there's your abnormal. Everything with you is abnormal. Everything. So now I got to take my time and do all this stuff. So I'm telling my professors for now almost 4 years, I have a stalker problem, and they're trying to traffic me, and they do a lot of stuff that's illegal and make a problem and make a mess, and I got to clean it up. It takes up a lot of my time and work and make money and do school. Can I have some extra time to get assignments in? Pretty much every single one of them is like, sure. So there's 5 weeks in a course. Make sure you have it in by Friday after the Monday of the last week. Make sure it's all in. Okay, fine. Many a professor said that. Many. This is crisis management class where you're taught to be accommodating during a crisis. And not only am I dealing with the stalker problem, which I told her about, we got a storm that hit, knocked the whole town, has no electricity. There's 3 gas stations open, which they ran out of gas pretty quick. I'm door dashing. I need the gas. So there's that. There's no electricity. to plug my computer in. There's no gas to put in my car to charge my phone. There's 3 gas stations that are, by the second day, they're all 3 out of gas. There's no gas. You can't get gas. So I'm calling my friends that live in surrounding towns. I'm calling my friend lives in Kuwaita. Do you have gas in Kuwaita? I'm going to have to drive all the way out there to get gas. Do you have gas over in blah blah town? I mean, we all the neighbors were all comparing notes of, does your friend over in Claremore have gas? Well, they got like one station in Claremore has gas or something like that. So we're calling where everybody's comparing notes, trying to find who the fuck has gas, because nobody had electricity in the whole town. And I'm telling my teacher this, and somebody brought a generator up. Again, needs gas. So not only did I have my normal, somebody's trying to traffic me and take everything I have and make me destitute and butt into stuff, every part of my life that's not their business, and ruin everything and mess everything up. And then I got to take my time to clean it all up and fix every mess and deal with that shit, that the problems they cause. It's taking up my time. So all the other professors in all these years are accommodating. Just get it in by the Friday after the Monday of the end of the course. This one is that plus a storm for the teacher who's supposed to teach about accommodating people in crisis. She fails me. Because the assignment was it was by the deadline of the Friday, but not by whatever deadline she wanted. So, I think for the week, whatever week it was. So I'm like, oh my gosh, wow. And that delayed my student loan money, so I'm broke. And then they jam up my Dasher app, and they're using it for their little buddies or for the dash cam or whatever, using taxpayer-funded resources for their personal gain. And so I'm broke, and everybody's mad at y'all, so we got all this today. Lucius, you didn't fix the problem. Okay, you take, we take. And so don't y'all run around and go, how did she find out? It's been this way every day for 10 years. You asked for it. You asked for it. Charles, why are you still trying to talk to me? Nobody understands why you think I care what you think. No one cares what you think. Everybody's very upset with you for what you're putting me through and very worried about me. We get the help, not you. You're not quoting our meetings. We're quoting you. You don't know our guys. You don't have our code words. We have yours. We're getting the help, not you. Everybody's fucking sick of you. Look at your results. Look at ours. Everybody's fucking sick of you. So we got that. Thanks, Lucius. You fucked up my grade and I have no money and you didn't fix it. So you take, we take. That's how that works. You make about 40 cops very angry. You make a bunch of leaks very angry. Normal people can't understand why in the fuck you do this. It's abnormal. So we got that. That's your whole meeting, isn't it? It's like a summary of your meeting from all day today. You take, we take, bitch. Nobody's picking a fight with you. I didn't invite you to Oklahoma. I came here to get away from you so there would be no fight. No conflict, no drama. All you do is make problems, and everybody's sick of you and your problems. We're getting help, not you. You have no idea what I just said, do you? I don't care what you think. Nobody understands why you think I would. I don't want to help you. When you're gone, problems are gone with you. The creep and peep is gone with you. This strange old little doll girl act of yours is gone with you. It embarrasses the hell out of me. So we got this. I can go to work and not be harassed all the time and actually make money again like I did before I met you. And date whoever I want. It's not your business, is it? Yeah, it's not political. Mr. I perjured myself. It's political. I'm a victim of political attack. Everyone starts laughing at you. They're like, oh my gosh, he thinks he's important. See, our guys are normal. You ought to hear the jokes they tell about you. You are your whole weirdo club. Because the guys that I hang out with are perfectly normal, cool dudes. They actually have all real dates and shit too. By the way, real sex. They don't have to pretend. So there's that. You pathetic nothing. You fucking you're something. Going around bragging. Okay, so we got this. What is this? Oh, here's who they think the leaks are. They're talking about. They had a meeting about who they think is leaking. Well, here it is, right there. You take, we take, Lucius. What's my guys going to do with this? And when are they going to do it? And how bad is it going to be for you? You act like you don't know what it means that we have all that. That ought to make you shit yourself, Lucius. I know your name. Richard wanted my lighter. Richard's been wanting my lighter for a good long time. Richard, come to the place where I'm staying since you're stalking too. You know right where that is. Go outside and stand, and I'll just throw it at you. And maybe it'll hit you in the head. And you'll stop acting like a fucking moron. Picking on a woman. I don't know. I'll be happy to throw my lighter at your head. You're not a cop, are you? I better not. I could get in trouble for assaulting a cop. This, and then they deleted it, or they tried to. It was in a different email. I sent this. Oh, look at that. She can't prove this. You're a moron. The burden of proof is on you. You allege she made this up. Okay, we'll get around all the emails she has where she said you know, here's what they're trying to do, and then you did it. And you knew she had that, and you did it anyway. So now she's got a whole bunch of I told you so's. And what you have to do is, if you're going to accuse her of lying, well, you have to prove she's lying and that she knows she's lying. Can you do that? I don't know. You know who lied? Charles Perry said he was a victim of a political attack. Or like, sure, in your fucking, you know, strange old imagination you got, maybe, not in the real world. Mr. Perry is more and more slowly losing his grip on reality. Fucking can't tell the difference between fact and fiction. Fucking doesn't fucking know what you're saying half the time. What does it mean that I have all that, Charles? What does it mean that I have it? I mean, you're the one running around asking about who leaks are. And every day literally for 5 years, I'm not told who your leaks are. I don't know, and I don't care. Is it your family? Is it Mike? Is it Al? Is it Steve? Is it Russia? Is it China? Is it QT? Is it your cigarette people? Oh my God. First of all, I'm not told who your leaks are. This is a repeat. I've said it every day. Write it the fuck down or get a fucking nurse. Fucking old Alzheimer's bitch. Then, he acts like he thinks I want to help him. Well, when he's gone, I'll have my privacy back. I won't be broke ever again. And I won't have somebody making one problem after another for me. So do you really think I want to help you? Why would you think that? Nobody would want to live like I've had to live. It's like living in hell. So here's the thing, though. You know why we get this? You know why people are worried about me and not you? Because normal people can't even imagine what kind of sick twisted does this. Our minds don't even go there. And what was this one? Oh, that sometimes he thinks I'm hinting. He thinks I'm hinting at it, and he's just not able to pick up on the hints. So the guy's basically saying, we're making all these phone calls. He'll say, oh, she hinted at it. It's blah, 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 this person or that person. And so we'll call him, and they'll be like, I don't know I don't know anything about that. And the guy's kind of going, this has happened enough that I really think she's fucking with him. She knows he's mental, and that he's gonna imagine shit that's not real. So he shouldn't be watching her in her house, but he does. And then she'll turn on a certain TV show. He thinks there's a hint on the TV show, so he thinks that's who it is. I watch Blue Blood sometimes, or NYPD Blue. Well, he's convinced himself it's NYPD. And we're making a bunch of phone calls. We look like idiots. Because they're like, I don't know anything about it. Well, whoever you talk to is going to say that. And you're not going to know which one's lying and which one's telling the truth because it's a need to know. And you don't get to know. You're the offender. But the guy's like, I think she's just fucking with him. I think she knows he's cuckoo bird and she's just fucking with him. Well, why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I? Don't watch me in my house. Don't get out of my fucking phone. And then you won't misunderstand things you're not intended to know about anyway. Give me the fucking creepy crawl. So yeah, if you got a weakness, we're gonna exploit it. We're gonna use it against you. The goal is you're in jail and I can have my privacy back, and you're not bothering me all the time, and I won't be broke anymore. That's the goal. No one's gotten closer to that goal than we have. Who said this? You take, we take. Okay, you get caught when you do the crime to me, and I'm like, of course I would. Why wouldn't I? Arrogance is a big weakness that these men have, and we have exploited the shit out of that. And I'm not going to go into detail on that, but one of the easiest things, if you want to catch a bad guy, and that bad guy is arrogant, you're golden. You got it. It's easy. It's a dragon slay right there. The arrogant ones, they'll make mistakes. They're stupid. They're think they're God complex bullshit going on. And so if you got a bad guy to catch and that bad guy's arrogant, it's easy. It's a walk in the park. You can do it easy. And then and these guys are all arrogant. They all think we're supposed to, what is this? Yeah, see, somebody was even asking, is she okay? Is that woman okay in Tulsa? Yeah, normal people can't even begin to think like a depraved bitch like you. Okay, so we got another one that was pretty significant. This one, nope, not that one. Yeah, I'm like, Judge Parker or Judge Egan, whichever one, looks at all these. I would like a no contact order for me and my family, if you don't mind. The bond conditions that said Mr. Perry is not to contact me or again, ever, directly, indirectly, in any form. He agreed to it. But he lied. I've tried 11 times to get a judge to make him leave me alone. He buys his way out. I want an order. I'm never in these hearings. I don't know what's going on. I'm not there. But I'm quoting the judges sometimes, aren't I? Yeah, somebody got all upset. I think the judges are under investigation if she's quoting the judges and she's not in the hearing. Maybe. It's a need to know. But I'll tell you this, you take, we take. Look at this. When you pester me and take my money, things don't go well for you. And then, yeah, guys have a meeting. Which one is it? How do we know when she's figuring it out and she's changing her whatever, or drives down a different road than what's on the DoorDash app, so cop can't get me on his dash cam or whatever the hell bullshit you guys have planned for the day. So I don't have a Pinto. This is all Pinto type stuff at my DoorDash work. I'm not. He said don't invade her privacy, don't contact her, and she's not to be broke. Period. Look how much more we got because you're stupid and didn't understand what he said. Yeah. Can't do stupid, Charles. I can't do it. I don't have any patience. I'm not a special ed teacher, and I'm not your family, and I don't want a thing to do with you. I moved to Oklahoma to get away from you and to hang out with my family. That's what the one was. There was one that was like, she's not even been able to be with her family. Maybe it was this one. Yeah. So far, we've not been able to make a positive ID using our DoorDash camera. Oh my God. Creepy Chucky right there. It's illegal to hack. You should know when I'm door dashing. Yeah, what is that? I don't do that. We don't. What is this, Mr. Perry? Alright. So, you take, we take. You invade my privacy, they invade yours. They have a court order. You got a weirdo problem you have no power over. We're taking evidence to put you in jail when you take my money. When you cause me a problem, I got to take my time. I lose an eyelash because of you. When you invade our privacy, your guy said it. When Charles pesters her and takes her money, things don't go well for us. We keep getting caught. We're seeing things happen we've not seen before. When you find yourself saying that, never seen this before, never happened before, this usually works, it's not working this time. What do you think that means? I don't know. Y'all just go do it again. So we're all like, okay, we're going to do Groundhog Day again today. And that's how we have so much fuck ton of these. So he's like, she's come to Oklahoma to be with her family and get away from Charles. And she can't even be around her family because he's always with them. And so then he's telling him what he's going to do to her. Horrible, mean thing. And then when she gets wind of it, he thinks they leak. Now he's threatening to shut their businesses down with the EPA, so she'll stay away from him, so he can't make that accusation. Plus, he's with him, and she's avoiding him. So, what in the fuck is that? What in the hell is that? A woman moves to another state to be with her family. Stalker follows her, and then he's with her family, so she can't even be with her family. Oh my God, that's a sick, twisted bullshit right there, isn't it? And you're the victim? When you're in Oklahoma doing all that shit to our family, Jacqueline, Jordan, and Matthew, where are they? What lie did you tell them? What's so important, Dad? You had to embarrass us with this. Yeah. Okay. So then I've gone to great effort to avoid him. And I can't even go to work. And he causes a problem. You got a Pinto or a doorbell camera. And then I got to take a different road than what's showing up on the app, which they usually pick the most economical route to keep your gas and your time to a minimum. Bitch, you don't have that right. I got to take a whole different route. So whatever cop you guys usually call the stupid one now, I guess. Some of the smarter ones are starting to say, yeah, we're not going to do that. She's got some sort of Jason Bourne 007 thing going with her, and I don't need that. I don't want to get a wiretap order on my phone, so I'm not going to help you. So here's this, right? No business being here. And he's keeping her from her family. And the fuck, how weirdo is that? So he's keeping her broke, he's keeping her from her family. Yeah, I'm trying to help her. She's just refusing my help. Because your help is not help. It's crime. I'm going to starve you. So you have to do what I say. Suck everybody's dick and I'm going to take my money. And I'm like, yeah, or you're off your nut. It's not going to happen. I'll beat the hell out of you. You're not going to get near me. You're fucking off your nut. And every time you take my money, we get more of these. They're going to use these to convict you. When are they going to do it? What are they going to... How bad are they going to make things for you? In direct proportion to what you've put me through, probably. Yeah, okay. There's the charges they want to add. Look at this. See where it says the Charles? Charles typed his name instead of charges. That's where he'll type just right over my typing. Sometimes it's a little more blatant than that. Like, he typed in Mays County telling on me earlier. Oh my God, wow. I'm not told who your leaks are. Yeah. If you think my cigarette company, it's them, call them. We think it's hysterical. I'll call them. So they call them, and they all look like a bunch of fucking idiots. We're like, well, you're getting information you should know a fucking thing about. So you wanna play that game? I'll exploit it. I'll fucking exploit the hell out of it. Maybe you should get out of my phone, so you don't misunderstand things that you weren't intended to see to begin with. What else? Embarrass the hell out of me. Okay, so we have all this. He's trying to get her car. Always wants to take her car. I always want to take her car so I can traffic her. We got to make sure she's broke, and I take her car, and she's homeless, and she's wandering the streets of Tulsa, and then she'll finally call me and go, okay, I'll be trafficked now. I'll go suck your buddy's dick so you can get all that money. Okay, nobody's concerned about you and your millions. I'm a stand to lose millions. They're worried that I can't eat. People with power to do that and get your names and your code words. It was Muffin Man. Papa John's means you're gonna deliver. That's the delivery of a traffic victim to the buyer. Pin the tail on the donkey, throw the bitch in jail to subjugate. Find something. There was this girl at Lady Godiva's. This is how bad they are. This chick at Lady Godiva's, young, sweet chick. One night she's not at work, and she had this one guy that kind of was sweet on her. I think his name was Josh, but I can't remember. And he comes in, and I'm like, what are you doing? And he goes, I'm waiting for Mallory. I said, you're waiting for Mallory? And he goes, yeah. And I said, where is she? And he goes, oh, she's in jail. And I said, she's in jail? And he goes, yeah, I'm waiting for her to get out. I'm going to go pick her up. And I said, what happened? And he goes, I think they had her arrested for auto theft or something. And I'm like, had her arrested for what the fuck? So he goes and picks her up. She comes in, all looking all shaken up. And, I mean, he's just sitting there watching her phone, sitting there watching his phone, sitting there watching his phone. All of a sudden jumps up, okay, it's time. I'm going to go get her. And he goes and gets her. No phone ring. There's no phone call. He got a text. And so he jumps up, okay, I'm going to go get her. She comes in. She's all disheveled and kind of shaken up and everything. And we go in the back, and she looked at me. She looked white as a ghost. And I'm like, are you okay? What happened? Oh, I'm driving my boyfriend's truck, and all of a sudden TPD comes up behind me and tells me it's reported stolen. They take me in. I'm sitting there waiting for my phone call. All of a sudden, I'm out. And she goes, I didn't make my phone call. Oh, nobody knew I was there. And I go, no, they all knew you were there because Josh sat there and told me she's in jail. I'm waiting for the word to go get her. She goes, I didn't call them. They had that done. They did that to me. Like, what in the fuck? So we all know, David, that you did that to her. Not cool, dude. Not cool at all. But that's just what they do. Right? Using taxpayer resources to be your bitch for your personal profit, David? Really? How long you been doing that? Different, though, when you do it to me, we quote you. Weren't you kind of mad the way things worked out tonight that I didn't do what you wanted me to do? How did I know to change up what I was doing? Yeah, you'll never know till it's too fucking late for you. When you do the crime, you get caught. Because what my guy said in March 2020 is, leave her the fuck alone. But your little pin the tail on the donkey means we're going to have this one false arrested. Doesn't it, Richard? How long you been involved in this? How involved are you? He wants my lighter. Come on over and I'll throw it at your head, okay? You have my lighter. What do you need my lighter for? You need my lighter, we need her driver's license, we need her computer, so she's easier to traffic. And I could lose millions. And everybody's like, no one gives a fuck. You know what we're mad about? She can't eat. You're taking all her money. So we're going to, make sure she gets that. And you don't give fuck. Why don't you go home to your family and stop embarrassing them and me too? I mean, this was a hell of a weekend. And I didn't go to the club, so I guess Ty Butcher was supposed to come in and talk to me, huh? I kept saying I would like to go to the club, but I would like to waitress. I'm not waitressing if your drug dealer lady's there. Well, we got to have her on the pole. She can't waitress. We got to get her on the prostitution charge. We got to pin the tail on the donkey. Yeah, we have your code words. You don't have ours. We're naming your people. You don't have even one name of any of ours. We're quoting your meetings. Are you quoting ours? No, you're not. We have the upper hand, dum-dum. I can't fix your stupid. I don't even care. Your stupid is not my problem. We get the intel either way. Alright? But I'll tell you one thing. When we tell you to stop it, you better fucking stop. So look how much more we got since March 2020. Because you don't understand what people fucking say. Also not our problem. Call your fucking nurse. We're all sick of this. We're sick of you. We're sick of what you're doing. People don't like this. They would like you to stop. So we get the help, not you. I didn't invite you up here, Charles. Quote one meeting, Charles. He just typed in my phone. We get help. Really? Okay. Quote one meeting. Name one guy. What's he gonna do to you, and how bad will it be? Yeah. You like to brag about stuff. You're fucking delusional. I'm bragging about my imaginary whatever. Okay. You're about 10 years past a good time for a butterfly net.
I can't live here anymore because you
Stalking is a felony. No one cares how you feel. We're getting the intel because everybody's mad about what you're doing to me. We're getting the help with intel because everybody's very sick and tired of what you're doing to me. No one cares what you think. Didn't ask you. Okay? Because you're like mad, like nutty, like fruitcake, this guy.
Fuck me, that's why I
No. Just
leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No,
I'll leave you alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you. I don't ever want to hear your voice, Theo. Please,
what
God
happened?
bless you, but
What
please leave me
happened?
alone. Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. Stop
that.
stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I
Just talk.
leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No,
I'll leave you alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you. I don't ever want to hear your voice, Theo. Please,
what
God
happened?
bless you, but
What
please leave me
happened?
alone. Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I
Just talk.
leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No,
I'll leave you alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you. I don't ever want to hear your voice, Theo. Please,
what
God
happened?
bless you, but
What
please leave me
happened?
alone. Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I
Just talk.
leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No,
I'll leave you alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you. I don't ever want to hear your voice, Theo. Please,
what
God
happened?
bless you, but
What
please leave me
happened?
alone. Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I
Just talk.
leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No,
I'll leave you alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you. I don't ever want to hear your voice, Theo. Please,
what
God
happened?
bless you, but
What
please leave me
happened?
alone. Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I
Just talk.
leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No,
I'll leave you alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you. I don't ever want to hear your voice, Theo. Please, God bless you, but please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I
Just talk.
leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No,
I'll leave you alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you. I don't ever want to hear your voice, Theo. Please,
what
God
happened?
bless you, but
What
please leave me
happened?
alone. Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I
Just talk.
leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No,
I'll leave you alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you. I don't ever want to hear your voice, Theo. Please,
what
God
happened?
bless you, but
What
please leave me
happened?
alone. Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I
Just talk.
leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No,
I'll leave you alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you. I don't ever want to hear your voice, Theo. Please,
what
God
happened?
bless you, but
What
please leave me
happened?
alone. Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I
Just talk.
leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No,
I'll leave you alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you. I don't ever want to hear your voice, Theo. Please,
what
God
happened?
bless you, but
What
please leave me
happened?
alone. Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I
Just talk.
leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No,
I'll leave you alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you. I don't ever want to hear your voice, Theo. Please, God bless you, but
what
please leave me
happened?
alone. Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I
Just talk.
leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No,
I'll leave you alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you. I don't ever want to hear your voice, Theo. Please,
what
God
happened?
bless you, but
What
please leave me
happened?
alone. Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I
Just talk.
leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No,
I'll leave you alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you. I don't ever want to hear your voice, Theo. Please,
what
God
happened?
bless you, but
What
please leave me
happened?
alone. Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I
Just talk.
leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No,
I'll leave you alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you. I don't ever want to hear your voice, Theo. Please,
what
God
happened?
bless you, but
What
please leave me
happened?
alone. Please leave me alone. Stop following
won't call the cops.
Stop! I don't.
About
Stop
that.
stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I'm
I
here.
don't. Just talk.
Leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No,
I'll leave you alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you. I don't ever want to hear your voice, see you. Please,
what
God
happened?
bless you, but
What
please leave
happened?
me alone. Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop! I don't. Stop
that.
stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I'm
I
here.
don't. Just talk.
Leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No,
I'll leave you alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you. I don't ever want to hear your voice, see you. Please, God bless you, but please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop! I don't. Stop
that.
stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I'm here.
Just talk.
Leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No,
I'll leave you alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you. I don't ever want to hear your voice, see you. Please,
what
God
happened?
bless you, but
What
please leave me
happened?
alone. Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop! I don't. Stop
that.
stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I'm here.
Just talk.
Leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No,
I'll leave you alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you. I don't ever want to hear your voice, see you. Please,
what
God
happened?
bless you, but
What
please leave me
happened?
alone. Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop! I don't. Stop
that.
stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I'm here.
Just talk.
Leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No,
I'll leave you alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you. I don't ever want to hear your voice, see you. Please,
what
God
happened?
bless you, but
What
please leave me
happened?
alone. Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop! I don't. Stop
that.
stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I'm here.
Just talk.
Leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me.